Good morning dear students, welcome once again. This time we are going to start up with class 8 GK general knowledge. Okay, the first chapter of GK class 8 is of theatre and puppetry, right? Yes, theatres, you might have visiting the theatres. Puppetry, the puppet shows, okay, which move with the help of strings, right? Yes. So let's begin on our chapter. Everybody open your book of GK and then start on. Okay? Yes. Here comes the first chapter. Everyone take out your books and start writing. First question. What are the traditional marionettes? Marionettes means puppets. Okay? So what are the traditional marionettes of Rajasthan called? So the Rajasthan marionettes, Rajasthan puppets are called Kathputli. Okay, everyone write down the answer as Kathputli. Okay, the traditional marionettes of Rajasthan is called Kathputli. There are choose. The following has been given. So you put a tick mark in the Kathputli. Okay, yes. Another question. Which theatre form is based on the legends of Krishna? So which theatre form, that means some drama is being shown by depicting Lord Krishna, that one is known as Ras Leela. Okay, choose the right answer, put a tick mark in Ras Leela. Okay, clear? Yes. Third question of your book states, which temple art of Kerala came into existence under the patronage of King Manavada of Calicut? So this was the king, very famous king Manavada of Calicut. So which temple art of Kerala came into existence? That means which temple art of Kerala came into existence, came into use, came into being under the king Manavada of Calicut? It's Krishnattam. Okay, Krishnattam. Put a tick mark in Krishnattam. Yes, very good. Now, your another question. What are the string puppets of Odisha called? String puppets. Puppets are moved with the help of strings tied to the fingers, right? Yes. So string puppets of Odisha. What it is known as? Kundhai. Everyone put a tick mark in Kundhai. Okay. Now another question. Which folk drama of Tamil Nadu means street play? Which drama of Tamil Nadu means street play? It is Therukuttu. Okay, Therukuttu means street play in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so put a tick mark in Therukuttu. Okay. Now another question. Which form of string puppetry of Karnataka is styled and designed like the characters of Yakshagan? So Yakshagan, yes, the women's taking big pots on their head and doing the dance. Okay, so which form of string puppetry of Karnataka is styled as Yakshagan? It is Gombayetta. Put a tick mark in Gombayetta. Okay, clear? These are the 6 questions which are being asked from your chapter theatre and puppetry, right? Yes. Now moving on to another chapter, chapter number 2, which is about the armed forces, our armed forces. Turn on your pages. Another page is your armed forces. So armed forces is basically divided into Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force, right? Yes, they are doing the work of maintaining law and peace, right? They are maintaining peace in the country, right? All the 3 are involved with that. We have to learn all the 3 in detail. Okay, so let's begin with the Indian Army first, right? The first division, the first part of Indian Armed Force. The motto of Indian Army. Motto means the punchline. Okay, the motto, punchline, or you can say the very good phrase that has been connected to some organization, like your Gurukul has excellence, education, and something like that written, right? Yes. So that is punchline. So punchline or the motto of Indian Army is service before self. That means without seeing yourself, you should first see the service. Service before self. Okay. Who is the army chief right now? Right now it is General Bipin Rawat. Okay. Who is the army chief? Okay. He is the head of the army, Indian Army right now. So army chief is the head of the army, Indian Army. Okay. He is right now General Bipin Rawat. On which day Army Day is celebrated? It is celebrated on 15th January. You have to get these things learnt by heart. Okay. Yes, learn these things by heart. Who is the army chief? General Bipin Rawat. When we celebrate the Army Day? On 15th January every year. Okay. Yes. Now the Indian Army is the second largest standing army in the world. So our position is second largest army. We have the second largest army. The first largest army belongs to Chinese army. So Chinese army is the largest, or it is the largest standing army in the world. Our position is second. Okay. Yes. Now, what are the functions? What are the functions of Indian Army? Maintaining peace and security in the country. First function, right? So, what is the function of the army? Maintaining peace and security. Another thing is patrolling borders, patrolling, checking, moving around, right? Patrolling borders and conducting counter-terrorist operation. If some terrorist enters into our premise, enters into our area, these army are acting as a security guard, are acting as a front-line barriers for them. Okay. Third function, conducts rescue and humanitarian operations during calamities and disturbance. Calamities and disturbance means calamities, natural calamities. If there is a flood, suppose if there is a flood, or if there is a drought or something like that, so these army, okay, our Indian army acts as a rescue, came into being as a rescue operation. They undertake the rescue operations, rescue and humanitarian operations. Okay, they are undertaking welfare operations for the people, right? So if any calamity happens, suppose if there is flood, somebody is drowning, if he needs somebody's help, army can come and rescue that person, can come and help that person. Okay, so army, Indian Army conducts rescue and humanitarian operations during calamities and disturbances. Clear? Yes. So it is about Indian Army. Now about Indian Navy, right? So what about the Indian Navy? The motto of Indian Navy is Sham no Varuna. That means, oh Varun, oh air, maybe you will prove an auspicious things for me, right? Take out your book and see, no problem. Okay. So the motto of Indian Navy is Sham no Varuna. That means Varun or air may prove to be auspicious thing for them. The head of the Indian Navy is Chief of Naval Staff. Whoever becomes the Chief of Naval Staff, he will be the head of the Indian Navy. Right now, currently, Admiral Karambir Singh is the Chief of Naval Staff or head of the Indian Navy. Okay? Yes, and The Indian Navy is the world's 7th largest navy. Our country has 7th largest navy, okay, in the world. First belongs to USA, I think. Navy enhances or promotes international relations through joint exercises. So it has a major role, it has a major function of enhancing, promoting international relations through joint exercises. Moreover, it also helps for disaster relief. It helps in disaster relief, okay? Yes. 3 headquarters of Indian Navy are Visakhapatnam, your Mumbai is there, and your Kochi is there. Okay, these are some of the salient features of your Indian Navy. Okay, clear? Yes, these are the some of the salient features of your Indian Navy. Now, the Indian Air Force. The motto is Nabha Sparsham Diptam. The word Nabha means sky, right? Nabha, Akash, sky. Sky Sparsham Diptam. That means we will touch the sky with glory, right? Diptam, glory, right? So Nabha Sparsham Diptam is the motto of Indian Air Force. Now, who is the head? It was Birendra Singh Dhanwar right now, who is the Air Chief Marshal. So, Air Chief Marshal is the head of the Indian Air Force. Clear? Yes. So, the head of Air Force is Air Chief Marshal. Right now it is Birendra Singh. And on which day Air Force Day is celebrated? On 8th of October. Clear? Yes. Now coming on to the features of Air Force. It is the 4th largest Air Force. It is the 4th largest Air Force in the world. That means our country is 4th largest in the world. Okay. And earlier, previously, we were using Soviet technology for making up of what? Aircraft. Earlier, we were using, or our Indian Air Force were using Soviet technology for building up of aircraft. But now, HAL, Tejas and other stuff were being manufacturing these aircrafts. Okay, these aircrafts, these highly technological aircrafts are being made by HAL. Moreover, Tejas, HAL, these are the famous aircrafts which were being bringing glory and laurels to our country. Right? Yes. So this is all about your Indian Army, your Navy, Indian Navy, and the Air Force. Clear? Yes. I don't think there will be any problem with anyone regarding these things. Right? So you have to get these things learned by heart. Our armed force comprises of Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. Right? Yes. Now the Indian Army, what is the motto of it? Who is the Army Chief? Or who is the head of the Indian Army? It is the Army Chief. Who is the Army Chief currently? General Bipin Rawat. On which day Army Day is celebrated? What are the functions of Army people, or what is the function of Army? Our Indian Army, right? These are the things you got to learn. You have to read it time and again. Should note it down, okay? In some copy. Make a GK copy also and should note it down. Yes, that is very important. For Indian Navy, motto should be remembered. Sham no Varuna. Who is the head? It is the Chief of Naval Staff. This is the designation. This is the post. And who is the current Chief of Naval Staff, or who is the Chief of Naval Staff right now? It is Admiral Karambir Singh. As the time progresses on, there is a change in the person, right? These are the posts being held by person for short tenure, for some period, right? After that, another person becomes the Chief of Naval Staff, Army Staff and something, okay? On which day we celebrate the Navy Day? It is 4th of December. These are the features of our Indian Navy. It is world's 7th largest navy. Moreover, it promotes or enhances international relations through joint exercises. Okay, through joint exercises, they promote international relationships. Also helps for disaster relief. As I have told you, as Army is performing the operations of disaster relief, when the time is required, Indian Navy is also undergoing same operation. Okay, yes, so these are the things which you need to learn about. After Indian Navy, it is Indian Air Force. Motto is Nabha Sparsham Diptam. We will touch the sky, sparshing the sparsh, touch. Nabha, Akash, sky, and Diptam, glory, Dipt, deep, right? So we will touch the sky like glory, right? Yes. Who is the head? It is Air Chief Marshal who is the head of the Indian Air Force. Right now, currently it is Virendra Singh Dhanoa is the person who is holding this post of Air Chief Marshal. Okay, clear? These are the features. Indian Air Force is the 4th largest air force in the world, right? And earlier we were relied on Soviet technology, but now India itself builds aircraft like HAL, Tejas is there and other aircrafts are there. Okay, clear? Let's move on to the next page. Gallantry awards in armed forces. These are some of the gallantry awards. See, the Paramveer Chakra, the highest military decoration. It is the highest gallantry award, gallantry bravery award. Okay, right? Bravery, valor, these are synonyms. Okay, yes. Paramveer Chakra is the highest military decoration which is awarded for highest degree of valor. Valor means bravery. So it is the highest gallantry award, Paramveer Chakra. Okay. Which is given for highest degree of valor against the enemy. The more valor you will show against the enemy and you make your country to win, you will get a highest award like Paramveer Chakra. Right? Another is Mahavir Chakra. It is the 2nd highest decoration. 2nd highest decoration means it is after Paramveer Chakra. 2nd highest decoration. These are the awards, Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra and Veer Chakra. These are given for showing valor or bravery against the enemies, okay, against opponents. But these awards, Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra were given for doing a valor or bravery, not against the enemy, not against a person, but for some peace maintenance or for doing a brave work during rescue operations and other operations. Okay, understood? Yes, that's why these awards are being written in some other color and these awards are being written in some other color. Mahavir Chakra is the 2nd highest decoration. The 3rd in order, the 3rd highest decoration or the 3rd is Veer Chakra. Okay. So your sequence is Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra and then Veer Chakra. It is awarded for courageous behavior in battlefield. Suppose if you are in battle and you have shown too much courage or bravery against the enemy, you may get Veer Chakra. Now another is Ashoka Chakra. It is highest peacetime decoration. These are the awards not given in battlefield or by showing courage towards an enemy. No, for peacetime decoration. That means during the peacetime, if there is no battle and then you have showed your courage, during some rescue operations or something like that, then you will be awarded Ashoka Chakra. Okay, so it is the highest peacetime decoration is Ashoka Chakra, awarded for valor shown away from battlefield. That means you are not in battlefield, you are not fighting against the opponent, and if you have got the award during that time, then you will get Ashoka Chakra, the highest award for peacetime decoration. Another second highest peacetime decoration gallantry award is Kirti Chakra. Okay, Kirti Chakra is the second highest peacetime gallantry award, and third one is Shaurya Chakra, military decoration for courageous behavior shown while not being engaged with enemy directly. When you are not engaged with enemy directly, then you will be awarded Shaurya Chakra. Okay, so these are peacetime decoration, first in order, second in order, third in order. Okay, clear? And these three are given for showing courage, valor or bravery in the battlefield. Okay, so this is the thing that I need to tell you. Try to differentiate between these things, between the battlefield during the peacetime, non-battles. Okay, yes, time and again if you see these things, you will be able to know about these things. Your third chapter is your seven sisters. What are seven sisters? Seven states are seven sisters. These seven states are Meghalaya, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. Okay, seven sisters are there. Okay, clear? These seven states of our country, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, these seven, okay, are called the seven sisters. These lie in the northeastern part towards the hand of our India, right? Towards your left hand side. Okay, if you are looking into the book, it is towards your right hand side, right? Yes. So these are northeastern states. Seven states are called seven sisters. Okay, now question is given. This is one of the largest states of northeast region. So northeast region, which is the largest state of northeast region in India in terms of area? It is Arunachal Pradesh, right? Yes. Another question is the ancient kingdom of Pragjyotisha. Okay, the ancient kingdom of Pragjyotisha is believed to have existed in this state. So this state has Pragjyotisha. Okay, and this state also has number of national parks. It is none other than Assam. So Assam has the ancient kingdom of Pragjyotisha, and it also has a number of national parks. Okay, your third question is the name of this state means the land of gems. So which seven sister is known as the land of gems? It is Manipur. Okay, Mani means gem, a precious stone, valuable jewelry, right? Yes, that is the meaning of gems. So Manipur is the state which means land of gems. Mani, that means very precious stone. Pur, village, land of gems means Manipur. Okay, yes, note it down. Now, Mount Sindram, wettest place on earth, is located in this state. What is the state? Meghalaya. You know very well that Mount Sindram is the wettest place. Wettest place means rain is drizzling every time, 24/7 over there almost. Okay, so it is the wettest place on earth. Okay, Mount Sindram. In which state it is? It is in Meghalaya. Okay, Meghalaya, right? Yes. And Sero is the state animal of this member of seven sisters. Sero. This is the animal Sero. It is the state animal of this state. What is the name of the state? It It is Mizoram. Okay, Mizoram has the state animal as Sero. Okay, yes. Now, Mount Saramati that separates India from Burma is located in this state. So Mount Saramati, where you will find Mount Saramati? It is in Nagaland. Okay. In book, some words are given. You have to fill the mid of it. But in question, you may get the question to write directly. No options will be given. Like N is given, then G is given. No options like that will be given. So you have to learn it straight away. So Mount Saramati is situated in which state? It is Nagaland, right, like that. This is one of the smallest states of India. This is one of the smallest states of India in terms of area. And it attained full statehood in 1972. Which state attained full statehood in 1972? It is Tripura. Okay, yes. So these are the stories, some of the salient features of our seven sisters, right? Now note down your homework. Learn chapter number 1, 2 and 3 and write in brief about Indian Air Force and Indian Army. You do it in your copy. Okay. When the time permits me, I am going to check your copies also. Clear? Yes. So keep learning, keep doing these things. Okay. Till the next time I am going to come, I'll teach you some more better things. Okay. So it's have a nice day. Have a nice day to you all. Keep learning, keep enjoying.